Good day, children. Sairam. Welcome back to our exciting and interesting science class. So, today we are going to learn chapter 9 Reproduction in Animals, part 5. So, do you all remember what we learned in part 4? Yes, we learned about the life cycle of a butterfly. We learned about the life cycle of a butterfly. Yes, I know that everybody loves butterfly. Now we have learned the poem of a butterfly and we all know everything about the butterfly. So when you see the butterfly, you feel very happy, right? Because all that full day will be the luckiest day for the person who sees the butterfly. Yes. What is the life cycle of a butterfly? So butterfly and moth, they go through the 4 stages in the life cycle. So before they become the adult, the female butterfly lays the eggs underside of the leaf. So it lays the eggs underside of the leaf, and the eggs hatch into young ones. It is called larva or the caterpillar. It looks like a worm. So this is the larva, and the larva of the butterfly is called the caterpillar. Okay, and next what happens? The caterpillar eats the leaves and grows very quickly, and then it forms a shell. It is called chrysalis. It is called chrysalis. This is called a shell and it is called the chrysalis. And from the chrysalis, the shell is formed around the body. And this stage is called the pupal stage or the pupa. Okay. And inside this shell, inside this chrysalis, the caterpillar slowly changes its shape. See how it changes its shapes, and an adult butterfly comes out from the chrysalis. So the adult butterfly is this, and it is coming out from the chrysalis. And finally, it looks very colorful and beautiful. So all this we learned in part 4. And today, let us continue our lesson part 5. So today we are going to learn how babies hatch from fishes' eggs. So have you seen the fishes? Yes. And how it becomes adult. So let's start going. So we have number of variety of fishes, right? We have number of variety of fishes from all sizes, from very tiny fish to very gigantic fish. Okay, fish breeds in a number of ways. So most fish release thousands of eggs. So many eggs, okay, scattering them in the water. So where do the fish lay eggs? In the water, thousands of eggs. And it scatters them in the water where the male fish fertilize them. So the eggs develop, it becomes and hatch into larvae. So this baby fish also is called the larva. The eggs develop, the eggs develop and it hatches into larva. Larva means baby fish. Without any help from the parents. Without any help from the parents. So most larvae are eaten by other creatures. The other creatures are also living in the water, right? Like crab, snake, and other big fishes. So they all eat the tadpoles, baby fish. But a few survive to become the adults. So few baby fishes, they survive. They will be alive to become the adults. Now how long fish eggs take to hatch? How much time does it take? It takes only 2 to 7 days. So if the water is warm, the eggs will hatch in a couple of days after being laid. Means within 2 days. Couple of days means 2 days. So it will be hatched if the water is warm. And if the water is still cold, the eggs may sit for a while and developing more slowly. So it takes little bit time. So that is why it takes 2 to 7 days. And most of the eggs will hatch 2 to 7 days after laying. So an interval much longer than that probably is due to the unfertilized egg. And if at all, if some after 7 days also, if the eggs are not hatched, then it is due to unfertilized egg. Means the egg babies are not developed inside the egg. Okay, that is called the unfertilized eggs. Now, do fish give birth or lay eggs? So it's a big confusion, right? So while most of the world's thousands of fish species lay eggs, and more than 500 species of fish reproduce by giving live birth. Means some fish lay eggs and some fish give birth to the babies. So this includes fish from widely different from classes and families. So this is how the fish egg looks, and it just after the fish lay eggs and it just gets scattered in the water. It spreads in the water. Scattered means it spreads in the water. Okay, now let us learn how babies hatch from crocodile eggs and become adults. So have you seen the crocodile? Yes, it's very dangerous. It lives in the water and it lives on the land also. It's a very dangerous animal with very sharp teeth, right? So where have you seen? Yes, we have seen in the zoo. Okay, so this is the crocodile, and see how it lays the eggs and the babies comes out like this after hatching. Now let us learn. So this is how the babies are carried from one place to another. Now let us learn in detail about the crocodile. Now crocodile lay eggs which are laid in either holes or mound nest depending on species. So where do the crocodile lay eggs? On the holes. So mud will be there. So the crocodile will make a hole and it lays the eggs as I shown here. So like this. Okay. So a whole nest is usually excavated in sand. So in sand it is excavating, it is making. And a mound nest is usually constructed out of vegetation. So sometimes it builds the nest also. Nesting periods range from a few weeks up to 6 months. So depending upon the species of crocodile, 7 to 95 eggs are laid. 7 eggs to 95 eggs are laid by the single crocodile. Wow. So how long do crocodile eggs take to hatch? Around 80 days. So if a crocodile lay eggs, it takes around 80 days to hatch. So it's longer days, right? So the eggs have an incubation period of around 80 days. So these 80 days are called as incubation periods. The rate of development is strongly influenced by temperature. So if the temperature is warm, hot, it develops nicely. Otherwise, it will be unfertilized. So the warmer it is, faster they grow. So if the climate, if the temperature, the climate of the temperature is very warm, it's very hot, then very soon the baby crocodile will be hatched and it will grow faster. So after 2 to 3 weeks, the temperature of the nest determines the sex of the embryo. Now, how do alligators or crocodiles know whether their eggs are ready to hatch? Now, what are alligators or crocodiles? Just they both are crocodiles, but they look little different. Alligators' mouths are little sharp and crocodile mouths are U-shaped. Okay, that is the difference between these two. So how do they know? How do these alligators, yeah, crocodiles know if the eggs are ready to hatch? So if you listen to the egg, if you listen to the egg of a crocodile, you can tell when it is going to hatch by the small squeaks coming out of it. Means some sound will be there, squeaks, like this sounds will be coming. So the squeaks come from the unborn babies and sound like So from the crocodile egg, if the egg is ready to hatch, you can listen to the sound from that egg which is unborn. The babies are still inside the egg. So what sound do you hear? Okay. Yes. Do crocodile guards their nest? So as the time for egg deposition approaches, female crocodile construct a large nest of grass, leaves and sticks. So the female will deposit about 50 eggs inside the nest. So how the nest is built? It is built with the grass, leaves and sticks. It is built with the grass, leaves and sticks. The female will deposit about 50 eggs inside the nest and cover them before returning to the water. So during the 80-odd day long incubation period, the female will attempt to guard the nest from the predator. So the crocodile often comes to see the eggs and it guards from the other animals. Predators means other animals. Now in opening the nest, so when the crocodile is opening the nest, the female isn't advertently triggering hatching. Means the female cockroach, the mother cockroach, it gives some sound which triggers the egg. The vibration she causes with her movement and digging are strong signals which cause most eggs to hatch. So when the crocodile is walking, it creates some vibrations to the eggs and she causes with her movement and digging. When it is digging to see the eggs, so when it is digging and when it is moving, the vibration is caused by the crocodile and the eggs, so that time it will hatch. So which cause most eggs to hatch. So most of the eggs are hatched and the baby crocodile comes out. So those eggs which don't hatch, she picks up in her jaws and gently crushes the shell. So in spite of the vibration also, some of the eggs are not hatched. So what will the mother crocodile will do? The female crocodile, what it will do? It picks the egg in her jaws, means from her mouth, and gently crushes the shell. Very softly it will bite the shell, it will crush the shell, assisting the baby crocodile to leave the egg. Assisting the baby crocodile to leave the egg. See how much clever it is? Yes. Okay, now let's see the picture. Yes, see, this is how it builds the nest with the grass, leaves and sticks, and it digs the holes and then around that it builds the nest and then it will cover it and then it will go in the water. So baby eggs are coming out. So when these crocodiles are so big and so heavy, right? So when it is moving and when it is digging, when it is opening it is digging the nest, so some vibrations are created and due to that vibrations the baby crocodile comes out like this. And the eggs which are not hatched, it will crush very softly with their jaws. And see the baby crocodiles, how she's carrying. So she carries from her jaws, from her mouth. See how, see from their body also it carries, and then it takes and lives in the water. Okay, so this is today's lesson. We learned about the crocodile and the yes, today we learned about the crocodile and the fishes. So what you will do is your okay. So I hope you must have practiced drawing the life cycle of a butterfly, cockroach, and the frog. So our meeting will be there after Diwali. So we will be discussing about all this life cycle of the animals. So children, stay home, stay safe, and keep studying. Bye bye children. Thank you.